Sasa mpenzi mtazamaji, popote pale ulipo, nataka tuongee kuhusu watoto, but we are not using children, guys. Using oh, we are talking about rich kids pia. It's a series na ni ya watoto, na hapa hivi naungana na marketing director anaitwa Valentine. Vile vile niko na the director wa the series anaitwa John Kidhuru. Wengi wanamfahamu Karasco mpigo tena zaidi. Wanasemaga vile nimezoea kusema, fimbo ya mbali haiui nyoka. Let's now, saa hizi nisitumie fimbo kujudge mwenye ataenda mbele, but rather nitumie ile filosofia ya urembo. Hivi. Warembo first. We are still celebrating Father's Day. It's Father's Day edition. So kwanza tusikie kutoka kwao before we go to Father Mabazenga. Karibu Valentine. Tusalimie, tuambie about your role and what you do.
So, my name is Valentine once again, and I'm the marketing manager of the Rich Kid series, which is premiering on 28th of June, now 2 weeks from now. And I'm a student, and I work with Gifted Kids Creative Center. And being the marketing manager, it's giving me the vibes of exploring more, not only on that field, but also on the film industry. Yes.
Napenda umesema uko student.
Yes.
Watu wamezoea kusema mimi ni student hapa. Hujatuambia wewe ni student. Ama hizo vitu zinakuaga na mama king pekee. I'm a learned friend of this place or institution.
I'm at Royal Business School. I do business management. I'm in my final year. Yes.
Mrembo anatoka Kitongoji?
Yes.
Wana biashara. Umesema biashara ikafanya nikumbuke zaidi. Pia tuko na John.
Yeah.
It's an honor. It's my first time having you on Art and Culture Monday.
Thank you.
Nataka kwanza usalimie mafans wetu.
Yeah.
Apart from story ya you being a director, waelezee what you're doing behind the scenes, please. You go behind the scenes, huh?
Oh. My name is John Gidhoi Kamau. I'm not behind the scenes. I've been behind the scenes. I think this is my celebrated 27th year in art. I got in the theater in 1998. I've been through TV productions and all that. And I decided to discover something else apart from acting. I've held it for a long time, and that is why I've ventured into directing. So I'm the director, Rich Kid, under Gifted Kids program, and I'm here in KUTV.
Kabisa. And I love it. Tufanye hivi. Unaona mpaka crew yetu imejaa majenzi.
Yeah.
These are people who have grown seeing other people for art. Since 1998. 27 years.
Yeah.
How has the life been? What would you say is your greatest lesson as an artist? Wewe kama artist, umelearn kwa wala?
There's no big lesson. What there have been is a journey. And my journey started on stage in the Kenya National Theatre. And I started as in the Kenya National Theatre, we have something we call monolization. And monolization into professional art is set books. And that's where I started. And slowly, by the year 1999, I found myself in KBC doing the first TV production called In the Mix. By the year 2001, I was doing On the Spot Yet in KBC. And then by 2002, I did one international TV series called Heart and Soul, which aired in STV and KBC. STV was a big thing then. There was no digital TV. So STV was running in around, let's say, 27 countries around Africa. It was a South African TV. And by the year 2006, I was in Better Days. From 2005 to 2006, I was in Better Days. Then by 2008, I was in Mother-in-Law. which I moved until COVID time. And then I felt like taking a stop and a break and moving back to watch over the journey I had made and where I wanted to go. And I decided I want to go into directing and into producing. And this Rich Kid production is my first directing endeavor professionally. Yes.
Wow. Valentine, you're working at such talents in the country.
Yeah, and
How has the journey been? Now that ametuambia all this is a journey, how has your journey been?
wow. To be honest, I'm just starting the journey.
In the
Oh.
world of art?
Yeah, I'm just starting my journey, and the Rich Kid is my first film to be like managing, because I just got into Gifted Kids Creative Center, and my boss was like, we have a movie, and we're going to start shooting. So I got employed, and the following week, you've already been told you'll be the one in the marketing and the set design. You're new to the field, but when I got to the field, I saw Russ and Sarah, another lady that acts in Oro. Her
Yes,
name?
Kikwetu production.
Yes. So that lady was like, oh my God, I found my stars. I found my stars, and I felt at ease. One, these guys are so comfortable around. They welcome you, and I felt like, oh my God, this is where I wanna be. This is what I wanted, and this is where I wanna be. So even my journey when I've started in marketing after the shoot, it's kind of, there's no work that doesn't have challenges first. So it's running well, and I like the way they keep on telling you it's okay, like you can do it, and you get that motisha ya kufanya kazi. So I just love that. I love working in such kind of an environment. No one is belittling you, because if you look at the age, hey, Rasebo, I'm the baby.
Yeah, she's our baby.
Yeah,
But
I'm the youngest.
yeah, but
Nice.
she's one of the strongest young upcoming production managers that I've met. She faces things with a smile. She's never she never belittled, you know. When she's talked about Sarah was my AD. Sarah was my assistant director. She would be here, but things happen. She couldn't have made it. But what I've learned, because I've run other productions, even in mother tongue, in Kikuyu, because in Inoro, in Raw Media, we call it, what do you call it? The Kikuyu production films. I've done more than 72
More than 72 zenye umefanya,
Kikuyu productions.
including na Warigia na Madi.
Warigia, Madvan, name them. We are the guys who started Riverwood. And right now, I would say Riverwood is the Kenyan film production, like Hollywood, Nollywood. So Kenya is known as Riverwood, which started in Riverside, River Road, downtown.
Ni juu ya kukimbishaga ma CD ama?
Yes, we used to sell CDs. I've sold CDs around Kenya. I've sold Kikuyu CDs in all Sokos, Wangigi, Soko, Kiruguya, Nyeri, everywhere. And among the people who are known in Kikuyu productions is Kingori. Kingori is a character who featured in Warigia films. He featured with Nyatoro the late. He featured with Kanyuto the late. I featured with Madvan and a lot of other people, and we call that amateur TV, amateur productions. So professional productions, I've been on stage, I've been on TV, but when I came to understand directing, I came to understand that directing is not about dictating. It's about accommodating an artist and pulling out what he has. Like you bank on what the artist has. You pull out, you give the artist a chance to exhibit his or her power, prowess, her power, her knowledge, his knowledge of art. And then you bank on it, you count on it, and then you shape it, and that's what we call directing. So you direct that energy and create what you're seeing in your mind. So art is not about dictating. Art is about building.
Building.
It's about building what you see.
Chenye wako nayo.
Chenye wako nayo.
How am artist?
Yes.
You see Valentine anaongelea about the challenges.
Yeah.
And how she has been feeling easy or relaxed.
Yes.
And how she has been able to tap from nyinyi wazee.
Yes.
Tunawaita hivyo. Pool of wisdom and knowledge.
Yeah.
Because of all that, manze, wachana story ya biological. Happy Father's Day.
Thank you.
Tuko kwa
So-
Father's Day edition. Imekuwa jana.
Wow.
And we are still celebrating these fathers.
Manze.
Kumekuwa father kwa world of art.
Yeah.
And talents management.
Yeah.
Sasa Efantas amekupatia script ya watoi. Mogo,
Mogo.
what do you see mara ya kwanza after umepewa hiyo script?
When I see the script, it's first I go through the story,
The Rich Kid.
the rich kid, and I see the story. The first question is, what is this rich kid? Then I have this script, and I go through the script, and then I get into the writer's mind when I know the script, and I understand the writer as a director. And if I come to terms with the script and I know it's viable. So as a director now I sit back and look at the story. Because a script is written. It's not, you can't watch a script. You can only read a script. So the audience cannot read a script. They want to watch the script. So the director is actually the daktari to turn the script, the written script, into visual, into action. That is on set we say, action. Then we see
The action.
the characters depicting the writing. So it's like a cartoon. When you do the story, then the people who animate, they sit and animate the story into figures that can tell the story visually. So when I see a script and you give me a cast, and I look at the cast per character in the story, and looking at the cast, and I identify that these guys can make this story, then I direct the story. And I make the characters become the written story. So the story becomes visual. You can watch now. Without reading, you can tell, you can watch, you can sit and see the story. And so that's what I did. So when Karevi gave me the script, I went through it. And then I went on set. I saw the set. I saw the buildings. I saw where the story should happen. And then I found and I met the cast. Then I directed the cast into the characters that the story needed so that the story can be told.
The Rich Kid.
The rich kid.
28th June. Naka.
Yes.
It will be very big. Day kubwa sana. And Valentine being at the heart of marketing means you know, you understand the product. You've interacted with everyone on the production set, from the director to script to cast, so that you can know the product nitauzaje kwa audience. Let's address some of the themes zenye ziko kwa Rich Kid.
Okay. Now, Rich Kid, the Rich Kid is one of the most series or movies that have an extraordinary one that I've ever come across, because it's giving us the perspective of children from the wealthy side, what they face, what they go through. Because you'll find, for instance, let me give an example of myself. Let's say my father and my mother, they are wealth, they have wealth. Mom is in US, dad is in England, and I am here in Kenya. Yes, I live with the house help and the driver, right? The moment that I want to talk to someone, I just want to keep it by myself, because I know I can only talk to my mom or to my dad. And those things at times they overwhelm. And that's when we come into mental health. The Rich Kid is all about mental health. And we've seen most of these films, zinaonyeshana to this other background, not the rich background. Yeah, the poor background, the average. So we see them, they cry, we see shida zao. But to be honest, I've not come across like a movie talking about how the rich children, what they go through, what's troubling them, what they don't have somebody to talk to. Because one, they may start getting attached to the house help. And maybe the house help is saying, oh, I've worked so many years in this place, I need to move out. And the child is already attached, you see? And the child is always like, hey, auntie so-and-so, this is troubling me, I need some advice, nini, alafu waende. So that kid will always be heartbroken. Also, the driver goes, and another driver comes in. The child will start feeling uncomfortable because one, when when you go to a place you don't know anyone, you just keep quiet, you just read the room, you have to know who is who.
And the environment.
Yes, exactly.
Who can be a friend here? Nani anitaki?
Na nani anakaa kunichapa? Nani anakaa kuniblacken kojira? To belittle me. And
that reminds me story ya Koirago.
That's a nice one.
Atumesema black?
Don't blacken me.
Don't
Blacken me.
Don't do that.
Don't belittle me. Yeah, so you just look, and by the time you have to get to read the room, it will take time. You have trust at times. Trust haikujangi hivyo tu boom. You have to read someone. You have to know, is this guy approachable? Is this lady approachable? Can I talk to her? Can I talk to him? Can I trust him? That's how these kids are. They are heartbroken. These kids don't have anyone to talk to. And I feel so good marketing this thing because when I'm having like captions, my captions mostly they're so different to the other. Because I have this video, I'll have this caption, have this video, have this caption. I'll talk about mental health about this in this caption, but the mental health I speak about here, it's not the same. I'm going to speak on the other side of the video.
Now that you are young,
Yeah.
na umewahi kuwa mtoto, umewahi pitia challenges kama hizi whereby you missed dad, you missed mom?
Okay, for me, I'm from the humble background, average.
Hiyo ni gani hapo background?
Hiyo, hatuko rich na hatuko poor.
Haya, wacha hata kwanza ikuhamia hapo.
Ikuhamia
hapo hivyo. Juu ndarudi kwako kwa lines za kikwetu kule tukimalizia. You give me wisdom in your own language. Sasa hiyo utatupea hiyo. Ras. Jonte. Kingori. Wanakuita jina gani ingine nao kwa community?
Githui.
Hiyo ni mkoro.
Githui is my
Na wazee.
country.
Walai.
Yes.
Marafiki wako huita Githui?
Rare.
Marafiki huitaje?
That's a deep one. Marafiki huita Jonte.
So ukisikia
na country huita Ras.
Yeah, ukisikia Githui huyu anajua kwenyu Ocha.
Huyu anajua Ocha. Na bado niko na jina ingine yenye ni deep sana. yenye itakuwa spoken lakini naweza penda kuisema Kareithi.
Kareithi.
It's a silent.
Kareithi kama huyu Kareithi wa Mogo.
Yeah, that is known by me and a very great entity.
Mm.
One person bore me,
Kareithi.
my father.
Wewe na your dad.
My father is
Kareithi.
Job Kareithi Ngao, Joe Ngao Kareithi, so I'm Kareithi's father.
Good.
Wow.
It's June. It's ngoja kwanza. June 28th. Saa ngapi hadi saa ngapi?
From 6.
From 6 to kuendelea. Mungu
Yes.
atujalie.
Yeah.
It's June. It's Men's Mental Health
Yes.
Month.
Yes.
Kareithi huyu mwingine amekupa script inaongelelea watoto.
Yeah.
Wewe sasa kama director unafaa uaddress wazazi na uaddress watoto. What do you want your audience to achieve or to have take home point? Sasa naambiwa nimetumia achieve sana. Take home point on 28th.
One thing I would say, Kareithi shocked me because I didn't know the kind of script Kareithi authored. And when I came to learn about it, when he sent it to me, when he posted it to me, as he told me that I wanted to be involved in this production, when I went through it, I posed a question to myself. What came through this guy's mind? You know? Because very few people are talking about mental health, especially in Butcher. And I remember there are times when I went through stage productions, and among the biggest companies that I ever worked for on stage was theater company that belonged to a gentleman who is alive and well and sound, who is my mentor. He's called Keith Person. And I worked with Keith Person through theater company and Mombi Kaigua for a long time. And there's a time we worked through mental health, you know, because as we were working through our productions, we went to international schools to exhibit our work. And through theater company, I had a chance to train kids in Brisbane International School. And I found kids who I would say they were unruly. Kids would stand against their teachers and demand, I don't want to school, I don't want to learn. And they would storm out of a class and you know, they come from that community where you fear even talking to that kid. Because you don't even know what happens next when those Range Rovers enter that gate.
You could lose your life, you could go to jail,
You could lose your job,
you could be deported.
you could be deported.
Have you-
we
tumeona mpaka
worked
Miguna
with
Miguna
kids that you
una-
actually fear.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're working with kids that you fear. Because these kids are so independent, they can decide, I don't want to listen to you. They can even insult you. But when I went back to my director, Kit Person, and one night in the evening, we were having a campfire in Mount Kenya, where we used to have our races, I posed a question to him, and he told me, listen, John, you do not know what happens in people's homes, in people's backgrounds. You know, these are independent people. These are people who don't need, they don't have small problems, you know. And we discussed so much, and it was so private. It didn't concern any professional work that we were doing. We were just discussing, you know, like we were doing a CSI. And we realized that these kids could have a problem too. You know, like the rich kid. They could have unspoken questions, you know, through their upbringing, like she said. a lot of these kids are being brought up by workers. They rarely face their parents. Their parents are so career people. They are so tailored. They're so tailor-made that they live on planes, moving around the country, the world, working for nations and governments and all that. Their kids have the freedom not to listen to you. They want to listen to what they want. And this is exactly what Rich Kid exposed to me. So Karevi's thought of the script is one to be reckoned with
Pigo tena zaidi.
completely.
Kutoka saa 12 6 p.m. Come, ona vile home kuko kwako time yenye hauko. I'm speaking to rich fathers. Time wako, what happens na vitu watoi wao pitia. The Rich Kid is a story of main character Tony, a conversation of cry for help to national movement. Mtu amelia sana kwa peke yake, huku kulia kwake kumefanya mpaka atengeneze social media page, expose some of these things. It has become a national movement. Juu tunamaliza na hatuna time, tuwakaribishe tena, wachoree taswira ya vile day itakuwa kutoka 6 na vile wanaweza fika. And then nikitoka hapo hivyo nitaenda kwa Ras atupe lines za kikwetu. Si tuko hapa tulani. Kutoka kwa hiyo yake uingie Githongori uanishe na zile zenye ulisoma utupe. But sai wakaribishe kwanza na uambie vile day itakuwa.
Okay. Hello guys, once again. This is Valentine, the marketing manager of the Rich Kid series. Me atakuwa invite. Welcome on 28th of June 2025, 6 p.m. Tutakuwa pale Diamond Plaza 2, Parklands, Anga Cinema, 11th floor. Usipote. 11th floor.
11th floor.
Yes.
Kama unaona kama utasahau, please, hii video ukatakatwa inawekwa YouTube. Chukua akakasi.
Akaweke vizuri.
Tunasema
Na ni Diamond Plaza 2.
Yeah, Diamond Plaza 2, 11th floor.
11th floor.
Yeah, Anga Cinemas. We'll be there. It's a red carpet event from 6. Ushaitiwa for me a red carpet?
Nimeitwa kadhaa kwanza on this set, but najua hapa nje kuna watu wengi sana.
Ebu kujeni.
Mwambie umekanyaga
It's
red
rare.
carpet.
Plus it's rare. It's rare kuitiwa ati for me a red carpet. So come guys on 28th. I need to see you. Get your tickets at Madfun. www.madfun.com. And if you want group tickets, you can just go to our social media pages. TikTok at Rich Kid 2025. Yes. Instagram, the Rich Kid movie. X, the Rich Kids movie. And YouTube, the Rich Kid series.
Kabisa.
Yes.
Series inakuja
Yes.
kwa mpigo tena zaidi. Nataka nitoke hapa hivi niingie kwa traditional African community vile kulikuwa kunaka. We have a father giving us lines za Kikwetu and translating it in a language you can understand kama wewe si Mkikuyu. But wewe lines za Kikwetu yako mbona sioni hapa hivi? Please talk to us. Father Ras, Kengori, John, Githoi, Karevi. Lines za
Karevi
Kikwetu.
Wangao.
Karevi Wangao.
On the other side, Githoi wa Kamau.
Githoi wa Kamau. A lot of AKAs.
So Kikuyu.
Wisdom. Could be a proverb, could be a riddle, and then waambie vile inamaanisha.
Kwira gwa atiriri. Utaceraga ri. Augaga no nyina urugaga wega. That wewe ka upigange raundi. If you don't visit places and people, you don't open up, you'll always think that your mother's recipe is the best. Tembea upate wengine unapika kuliko mamako. You know?
Si ati mamako hajui kupika,
Mamako anajua kupika.
but tembea.
Tembea uone wengine wajua kupika kuliko mamako.
Be exposed.
But if you don't tembea, you'll always think your mother is the best cook. Sasa very serious Kikuyu saying. Utaseraga
Au akanonya.
au anonyi norugaga we.
One day you will become a nyina. One day, one time you will become a nyina.
Kwanza hata leo nimevalia Kikuyu attire. I never need to eat a...
You are ready for Rurashio. Hi cousins.
Wakifika before wafike hapa they'll come through here.
No ginyogere gwe kingori.
Eh.
Lazima upitie kwao.
Niwaambie siku hizi Kikuyu pia tumeongeza crocodile kama 2.
Gamera shigano.
Kamera
Gamera.
5.
Gamera has now starting
5
not
camels.
ni hata sisi.
Yeah.
Mbuzi, ng'ombe
Yeah.
have become too common.
Too common
We
boy.
are moving on to fika
They
mahali
can bring
tunataka
a lot
mpaka
of
ndovu.
mbuzi. We want a crocodile.
Sawa. Sasa our in-laws lazima tuwaambie, you know our home. Lines za kikwetu.
Well, for me, like, to be honest, I've not grown with my dad. So I don't know much about Kikuyu. My dad. I'll say one thing in Askianga, and my father here will interpret it for me.
Yes.
Yeah, Atania.
I'm here.
I'll just say it and then Atani explain here. Jabati Kere.
Yes.
It's kind of about strength, is it?
You know, because that means courage is not about muscles.
Oh.
So courage can be in the brain. Yo, a very meek person can be the most courageous person because the brain is too big. So ikere ni muscles. Jamba is a warrior. So a warrior doesn't have to be muscled. A warrior can be brained with no muscles. And they can always win the war.
Hiyo sasa imeingia kwa akili. Itaitoka.
Ndio hii.
Thank you for that.
Ndio hii.
Yeah. So guys, we're going to a break. For a break, I'll see you in the next few minutes.
Shortly.
Shortly.
Thank you.